Checking over here audio. Just want to double check with this portable station. Which one is better? Okay, thank you very much. All right, so first of all, before starting, read the disclaimer. So remember that all the trading lessons that we do with Bookmap are for educational purpose only. This has to be considered an investment advice of any case, and you always are in control of your money, so always know that there is a risk behind investing in the stock market. So again, thank you for Bookmap to invite me. It's already like many years we're doing this. I've been mentoring in this 2024 a lot of traders in large caps, stocks, but also futures. And this market is really volatile, so we have a very good market. I'm actually over here in South Italy. As you know, part of my heritage is Italian, the side is American. And I'm over here on holidays, but still screen sharing with you today. So I'm gonna give you my plan on Tesla and some small caps, but the lesson of today is gonna be on Tesla, on the earnings that we have. By the way, traders, anybody that is gonna trade Tesla today? Okay, you can also DM me, but I would like that if you can use the chat over here. Okay, so we have some traders who are gonna stay on Tesla. All right, let's make a plan over here. So first of all, this is Tesla. So I wanna check first an hourly chart. And we have this main breakdown over here, okay? So we can see that we had over here a high around 270, 271, breakdown of the support at 231, 232. And you can see how faded yesterday during the earnings. And now we have the low at 224, 225. The major support, okay, the other major support that I'm looking over here, and I'm checking on the daily chart, is gonna be this 212 area, okay? Because we have an area over here of support. You can see that we have a bounce over here, some bounce, some rejection. Then we have this 207 and then lower. Getting back to the hourly chart, we have a morning trading range. So I will set our pre-market low over here and our pre-market high over here. Okay, so this is actually our range. 15-minute chart, so we can see better our range, right? Thanks also Dan for the support, buddy. Thanks also Bruce. Yeah, you're making a good team. And when I'm in a trading range, I basically stay away from trading. So I simply want to wait over here that we have a kind of direction. Otherwise, there's no trade for me. Remember, when you are in a range, you're gonna expect lower volatility, okay? And I want that over here we have or a breakout and a fail. So I'm looking for actually this play, or better, I'm simply looking over here for a small pop, fail, and rejection. This is gonna be my A+ setup for the morning. So looking for that continuation. By the way, traders, I'm gonna share also something that Bookmap just told me over here to share. There we go. So this is the QR code, right? And over here, if you want to stay on YouTube, that's fine. But in order to have the live data over here, choose to stay on the Discord over here with the QR code, okay? So then you have to register For all questions, you can reach out to the support, sorry, the support over here of Dan. I'm going to share his Discord so you can reach him out. So you can scan this. I'm going to put out over here for Bookmap. Okay, so I'm going to forward this also on YouTube. This is for the Bookmap users. Bookmap. Okay, Alexander over here forwarding, helping me out. Right, so this essentially is a trend following, okay, plan. In this case, what we can look to do is looking for a pop and fail in both case scenarios, right? We want to look over here for a morning push. That morning push could be at about over here around 226, 227. We'll then double check these levels with Bookmap over here, or even better, if we have a retracement to this 231, so a little bit higher, 231 area over here and fail. Another thing, we always have to expect a possible target profit, right? So every time I make my plan, it's not simply, okay, I'm gonna trade if I have that setup. The setup means also that you have a target. My target based on the daily is this 213, 212. So if we're gonna have the entry setup, this is gonna be my risk, okay? So I'm gonna have a risk over here at the relative high, same over here. And then I'm gonna look for that main target for today, 213. If instead the market will simply decide to reverse, okay, so to have a reversal, what we're looking to do is to trade what I call a reversal play, also called reverse FFT. So we cannot follow the trend, but we're actually reversing. In this case, I'm expecting a dip, okay, so I'm expecting a bounce to this area, and then I'm expecting a push. The first push will be to 231. If we can extend and bounce from the 231, then we can look higher. We're gonna make this a different color. We're gonna make this, for example, aqua over here, okay? So we have exactly two major plays, right? One is bearish, so waiting for that pop and fail and unwind. It's important over here on this fail, I want to see a rejection of this supply area, okay, 224. And over here, if we have this bounce play, I want to look for a retest of this 230, 232. So a bounce play from that supply area then becoming a demand area and push to the upside. At least I want to look for that 240. I believe today there's going to be some range on Tesla, but you never know. So I'm waiting to see the price out of this range. If instead the price will simply consolidate over here for the first 60 to 90 minutes, I'm not going to trade it. Okay, so stay conservative if you're going to be in that range, while instead if we have some very big range, okay, let's try to take opportunity of this. Right? Any question, traders, let me know. Remember, we are on Discord today on Bookmap, so not on my usual trading room, which is the small cap room, and we're going to be also on YouTube. So let me write over here the plan so that it's clear for everybody. So we have plan 1, continuation, wait, pop and fail of 231 or 227, more or less. Then TP 224, fail and rejection per TP 213. Risk is always the relative high. The 2 is more liquidity trap or bounce play from demand zone 224, 225 area. Okay, it's an area, right? Then TP 230, 232, and on breakout, wait retest per more upside 2 to 240. Risk relative low. This essentially is what we're looking this morning, and you can see that I mainly use only support and resistances, and then of course I will use the patterns that the system will give us over here. Okay, you will see the pattern over here highlighted and you will see other, I would say, part of the trading system that will tell me if to enter long and short, right? And then using Bookmap for the confirmation of those signals of those levels. So I'm going to post over here the plan on Tesla. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, so for now, Tesla is going to be our main play. Okay, team? And I'm going to keep Bookmap on Tesla. Remember also over here, with Bookmap, you can enable over here your trading. In this case, today, you can see that I have Bookmap over here on holidays set to simulated. But if it's connected to your broker, you can simply trade directly from the chart or from the DOM. You can use over here both. You can select your risk, target, etc. Play market, play limit, as you prefer. It's also a very good tool in case you want to practice a strategy. For example, when I'm testing a new strategy, I'm always passing through here, so don't really use money to test a strategy, or you do it like live but very, very minimal size, or you simply do it like in a paper account and you test it if it's good, or if you want to practice. Okay, so this is a good tool. The second stock that I'm looking today is Nvidia. And we had another breakdown in Nvidia. So let's look over here what actually is doing. This is Nvidia 15 minutes. So we had a major fail of Nvidia. And I'm always looking for the major trend. Okay, so first of all, take your hourly. Hourly, we set a high, a low, a lower high, and over here a higher low. So right now there's contraction. Contraction means that the volume gets lower. But we can also say that we are right now in this small channel. And if we take the longer term over here, this is a bear flag. Okay, so essentially we are having a pop to resistance, dip, pop, resistance, support, resistance, support. So if now we break down, okay, if now we're going to break down today this level of 118 and have this, then I'm looking for target 114. So keep Nvidia over here for today and tomorrow on your checklist. This is something that I will definitely follow. If instead, again, we're going to have a liquidity trap, just like we had over here. You see this liquidity trap, right? In that case, I'm looking more for a dip and bounce play. Where exactly again? To this level over here. So again, we're going to have a plan A, okay, which is the continuation to the downside, and a plan B. And over here, we can write Nvidia. So the first plan is going to be continuation. This case is bear flag, then short after breakdown on rejection. In this case, we can look for 118 or even 115 puts. And second setup is going to be instead a bounce play from the 118, 119 area to high off trading range. Okay, this is actually what I'm looking. There's more. Okay, we have more stocks over here to trade today, but I'm only, as I said, running over here 2 monitors on holiday, so I'm gonna stay mainly on Tesla. I'm gonna see if we have that setup on Tesla, and I'm over here only staying for the first 90 minutes. So of course, if the first 90 minutes will be like a consolidation, I won't take any trades on Tesla, as we said before. If instead we're gonna have that follow through to the downside, so the breakdown rejection, or as we said, we're gonna have that bounce play, right? There we go, this bounce play from the 224, 225, then we're looking for the upside. Just a moment over here. Okay. Now let's pass to the small cap land. And we're going to stay first with HOTH. Okay. Anybody's trading small caps over here, raise your hand. All right. So HOTH, before starting to sorry traders, before starting over here to look at what the market is doing, always refer to the stats. Okay, you want to always have the stats. So we have over here, in this case, how to trade. I'm looking at HOTH. I can really read the news more or less, and I can tell that the news over here in this market really doesn't count that much. What counts is the trend, price action, and the volume. Basically like what Ed Seykota was saying, that in the market, fundamentals are bullshit. If you want to day trade, you just need the trend, you just need a setup to enter, and a good spot to take the timing of your entry, okay? And this is a guy that traded past from 5K to 50 million. So what we have over here in HOTH, for the same stats that we had today, the stock faded 80% of the time. So we can go check over here all these stats. You can see gaps above 20%, always mostly faded. And it faded, giving a pop in the first 15-20 minutes out of the gate. What does it mean? It means that this is a stock that has back holders, you see a fader. So today, what I'm looking to do over here, traders, on HOTH. Personally, we are already short on this. We have daily resistance around 170 till $2. We're gonna look to short more. My level to short will be Jalen's 130, 150, or 170. Okay, so we're gonna recycle more, but looking this for a short play. Then we have the second stock of the day, which is BBLG. BBLG is a micro float. You can see over here we have a 1 million float. BBLG has one day that it faded, one day that it ran. And you can go check over here and see the past moves. What I don't like is that we have SSR. So if you are a short seller, okay, don't simply short with high volume BBLG, because microflow with high volume can essentially do what we had on VRPX, Serve, and Mira. With low volume, we can look to short. Okay, so I'm going to write over here the plan. So BBLG, SSR, and microfloat. So one will be low volume, as written over here below, low volume gap and crap. So we're going to look to a short in 260, 290, too short on stuff with Bookmap for timing, okay? The number two instead, high volume, and high volume I'm talking about on 5 minutes, at least 1 million volume per minute, all right? Then we're going to look for a long with VWAP, J lines, okay? So that is going to be our play for BBLG. And I'm basically telling you, traders, the setup on statistical probabilistic way. All right? Okay. Then we have another stock. In this case, we have even a smaller float, which is VRMA. So VRMA over here, there we go, VRMA. This one, 133% gapper. We have a float, nano float, low institutional. We can put over here our stats, and 4 times faded on day 1. But you always have to be careful because nano float is essentially a stock that can flow rotate multiple times and that with high volume an SSR can run. So for now, VRMA is actually a fader, okay? You can see over here this morning, we had the first long over here with the reverse J slim. The system over here, essentially when it's blue, okay, it's coded over here with the reverse J slim to enter long over here. That's a long play. And it was supported by Bookmap over here. And then once we got to the top, the system said, okay, possible inversion. So possible over here, short entry. And then we got to the main target on here. Now, low volume, again, this will fail. So we're looking for 170, 150. High volume, and we start having a scenario like this. So essentially blue bands, you'll see over here, the system tells you reverse J slim or buy, then we're looking for a long play. Okay, so always be careful. I'm gonna write over here, 1, low volume, gap and crap, 350, 360, too short, TP, 2 and lower, 2, high volume, so we're talking about 1 million for a 5-minute bar plus, SSR, nano float, long on VWAP curl or J-lines curl. Okay, this is what I'm looking for a play today on VRMA. Okay, team? Questions? Okay, exactly. Exactly. All right, team? Yeah, the important thing is that you don't get caught in shorting something that is not because SSR is going to be a long. No. But we saw that Mira, VRPX, and many others. I mean, I shared yesterday a tweet that in 2018 I said SSR, nano float, high volume, do not short. It's true because they simply are flow rotation stocks that simply fly. So in that case, we're going to simply look only for long plays, okay? But if the volume will be low, so simple pop to 340, 350, so actually where we have this VWAP is going to be target over here around 250, and then we want even lower. Okay, so this could be a very good play on the RMA. Then we have, sorry, we have news. You can see that news this morning. We alerted a stock short over here around 270, 275. We played in the room until $2, so it was a pretty good entry with time stamps and everything. And then over here, high volume, not anymore short. We had over here a setup for a short play on this J Slim. It worked over here for around 20 cents, and then once it pushed, stopped, and now nothing anymore. I want to cover, we still have some minutes, news with you, okay? So let's cover news, why it's going up, what is going to do this stock. By the way, news here, 4 million float, 4 million market cap, low institutional ownership, no previous gap above 20%. And why this is up? We have SC13GA and over here form 4. So if you don't know it, go check it out. SC13GA means over here institutional acquisition. The form 4 is insider. So you go check over here. You can read all of this. This is the SC13G. You can start reading also over here. So if we say an institutional, okay, an institution starts buying, okay, shares of a company, it means that they believe this company will go higher, and the company will probably go higher, at least will have a push for that day. Then we have also have over here form 4. And you can read over here in the filings, they have A over here, means acquisition, okay? Securities were acquired, 5,000 at 147, sorry, on the 7/18/2024. Okay, again, all of this creates momentum and a possible big push for the day. Now, if we look at the company, if we look at the illusion, all of this, it's all important, but the most important thing, remember, is trend, price action, and volume. I want to check over here with you the daily chart. Remember that we have over here our gap fill till 515. There we go. 515, 520, right? This is the gap fill. Now, we go back to our 5 minutes. You can see where we have that level. So how are we going to play this morning? Personally, I'm looking for a liquidity trap this morning into the 520. So news over here. I'm going to write if we have that set up. Okay, so the first plan is going to be gap and extension play. Means that I want to see some pop to 520. Too short on stuff with Bookmap, and we saw this kind of scenario, this kind of setup multiple times. As I said, it will be mainly on Tesla, so, and being that I have only 2 monitors over here on holidays, I'm not going to be alerting everything, but that is going to be my play. 2, if we hold the open level or pre-market high after 10 a.m., long play to come. Okay? Again, don't short the front side of the move, wait always the back side. And we also made lessons on this. Okay, so we can prepare. We have over here 5-minute chart, 1-minute chart. As I promised you today, I received many DMs, and thank you for DMing. I try to answer back to all of you in time. So this is going to be, as we said, Tesla, our plan for the morning. I'm going to put again over here a 5-minute chart. So the plan is going to be in 2 ways. There we go. We are in the middle of the range. So I'm not actually trading around 226, 227 long. I'm more over here inclined. Okay, so remember, Tesla, earnings, beat over here. I'm more inclined over here to long, only if we have a dip into the 224, 225, so this area. So that is going to be what? A bounce play. Or I'm looking to short if we have a small pop 227 and fail. Or if we have a pop 230, 231 and fail. Those are going to be my 3 setups. On the puts, if you trade options, we can stay with 220 puts. With the longs, we can stay with even the 230 calls. Okay, we can look for the weekly. But again, this is my personal over here trading. So for newbies, only follow over here and on trade. Okay, any questions, traders, before we go? We still have a few minutes. Remember, You can follow this with the QR code on Discord Bookmap, and also every day we are instead in our trading room, so you can find us JTrader.co. This is the QR code. One more thing. We're gonna have over here a tour with Bookmap, Cobra, HOTH, and other sponsors. So it's gonna be 3 days live trading and mentoring. It's gonna be in New York from the 3rd of September to the 5th, and then in Denver from the 1st to the 3rd. It's gonna be directly from me. Also gonna be a mentor from Bookmap, from Cobra, from HOTH, Trading Sim, and TraderSync. So sign up, see you there. Also, we're gonna have a special event because we're gonna also attend to the closing bell at the Wall Street New York Stock Exchange. All right. So over here you can see my Twitter. You can see Twitter's link, okay, to register, and also all the program. All right. Okay, setting up. We're gonna cancel right now over here all these lines, right? I don't want to see all those lines when I'm trading. I'm gonna keep over here the 5 and the 1 minute. We already know where is the pre-market low and the pre-market high. We can simply also set them up over here. So we're gonna put pre-market high and pre-market low. So it actually comes automatically. Five seconds to go. Okay, open over here. We're having over here a small dip in that support 225. So I'm looking over here if the support is going to hold or mostly pop and fill short. It's trying to break down over here the support 224. So remember the 224 is that support that we said before. Breakdown over here fast with this 224. So this should fuel to the downside now on that pop and fail. Risk 24. Risk now break even. Want to see this staying below 23.50. The support we want is around 220, and then 214, 213. But if it comes up, we're gonna stop it, so no risk. They're fighting 223 over here. We took only a small profit over here, 20%. And now we want to simply wait. Some absorption, breakdown. So what we're trading over here is a general rejection, pop in, fail. You can see the system is telling me sell. And the play is over under. Tesla over under play. Continuation. So we have the setup one, okay, in play over here. So now we simply sit and wait for our targets. This is one of my mentor students, actually former mentor students, how he traded. This is using Cobra. He showed it perfectly after the pop, 224 and 50. Remember, you want to see the breakdown, the pop and fill. So beautiful trade over here, buddy. Proud of you. I want to see all 5 figures on this. And now look at this support 220, right? It's normal to have a high liquidity over there. It's a whole round down number. We want to see the price over here staying below the VWAP and stay below the J lines. We trim a little bit off because it was making a first higher high. That's our risk. So maximum break even. So you can see the system's giving us over here sell, over under, so it tells the setup number, the setup name. For VRMA, BBLG, news, follow the plan because the plan was actually pretty well done on these stocks. We're trying to hold over here the Tesla. So often we're going to reject this 90 MA at 223. So let's see if we can have a bear flag over here. This is what I would like to see. Some rejection, creating a bear flag. If we break down, we can add over here. I'm doing this over here. You can see in this simulated program for Bookmap, the same process my mentor students are doing in the room live. We break 223, then we're gonna put our stop to break even. There we go, flat out. So you can see we took a small win over here from 224 down to 221. And now if we're gonna reject the VWAP, then we're gonna retrade it, okay? I just wanna take a moment before staying again on Tesla to go on our plan. So we're gonna review what our plan is doing, right? So we said Tesla, we have two plans, long and short. Sorry. Over here, Nvidia gave our short play, so over under. So you can see the 219. And again, this dot and also over under. So Nvidia is playing. Setup working over under. Over here we have the small cap land. So we have BBLG. Remember what we said. Reclaim with the J lines, right? With high volume. And high volume over here we have it because bars above 450K per minute. It can squeeze. So remember BBLG. All right, so BBLG, we have SSR, we have micro float and high volume. So only look for 293 for TP as this opens. If you do the long play, VRMA as well. Okay, so again, why this? Nano float, SSR, opens. Okay, high volume you can see over here, bars above 600, 650K. The dot over here tells us long. In this case over here, VRMA per plan. We have over here SSR, high volume, and push. HOTH instead of fader, simply gap and crap, very good with the J-lines rejection. So system tells you gap and crap. And over here news, remember our plan for the short play. So what we have over here, pop 520 to short on stuff with Bookmap, pop 520. Okay, so you can see over here news. I think was a very good play if you took it, per plan. I don't want to have setups where I'm going to risk a lot. So this is an easy setup, something that you can trade, gap and crap, so fake out liquidity trap, and then over here unwind. So beautiful play. Hope you took it because this was really something that is easy, okay, something that doesn't give you a lot of stress, and something that you can trade without fear. Okay, it's very repetitive. Sorry, it's very repetitive here as a playbook. Okay, so in this case over here we have news. Anybody else traded news or traded the RMA or BBLG long? Let me know. Okay, but very good play over here. Let's go back on Tesla. That's negative over here, minus 10%. So we had finally the bear flag. What I'm expecting over here now in Tesla. Unwind. Okay? Until we're going to stay below this relative high, 223 28. I'm going to look for faders. I'm going to look for a fade, sorry. So continuation, target we set 220 and then 214. So Tesla, TP 220, then 214. Don't be afraid, traders, to stay into a trade when it's working. Instead, you have to gain more, okay, on these faders because you simply hold them. Of course, if it goes to your break even, then you can decide. Would like to see over here some good plays because the morning was amazing. Very good, Tom. Very good, buddy. Proud of you. More sellers, more follow through. You can see how Bookmap they're selling over here. To 20 some support, strong from before. And they're breaking to 20. Try to hold as much as you can right now. Below 220, hold it. Okay, at this point, what I like to do is move to a higher time frame. You can look hourly. You can go back over here and check what is the major support, right? We're looking, as we said before, that 215, 213 area. So 215, 213 area. This is Tesla today. Breakdown, system tells you over under. Major play. Getting to 219, 218s. And you can see still selling pressure, a lot of selling pressure over here. It's not stopping. It's not stopping. Look over here, trader. Still a lot of selling pressure. Getting to the lows. In the meantime, hope you took BBLG. What a move. Small bounce on Tesla, but if you can see over here in the 1 minute, we're simply following using the 90 MA. Okay, and when you are in the stocks, try to stay on the stock, try to trade it good, more than going on 10 tickers. Trade one, but do it good. That's the most important thing, not trading like 10 tickers. Your P&L can come from a very big solid trade. Okay, I see some traders over here actually telling me, Jay, what is now the best way to trail? And the trader asked me, is the 90 MA? Yes, but not simply when we have a break of the 90 MA. Just look over here, okay? They broke the 90 MA. So often they will have one bar closing above the 90 MA. Check the next bar if it's starting to push and break or simply is fading. We see over here all these fake breaks of the 90 MA and still is unwinding. Getting to new lows, another bear flag over here. As we said, target 215, 213. Okay, want this to be a home run trader for a lot of you. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, don't add over here. I personally wouldn't add to this breakdown. Not because it cannot unwind more, but it's because if the stock goes against you, you're gonna have like a bad stop. You know, the setup over there is already extended to the downside. In order to retrade that, you want to wait for a pullback. So I never like to trade the weakness over here. Okay, could be the first breakdown, it's fine, but down here already like what, 6 points down, 7 points down, try to avoid it. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Jay, good call. Thank you for the DM traders. Reach out again if you need help. Every day we're screen sharing at Jtraderco. All this is shared live, timestamps and everything. So this trader this morning, I'm over here basing it. This trader this morning was telling me, Jay, is it better to trade small caps or large cap? Where I can make the most amount of money? The point is, if you have a small account, definitely small caps. Or if you trade large caps, then you would need, and for a small account, I mean something from could be 3K till 30K, okay? Then you will need to trade options. It's not that on options you need to be more skilled versus small caps, because I can tell you that I made 3,000% with broker statements, also sharing my Twitter, on cover warrants when I started in less than 1 year. And I was scalping, okay? I was scalping, day trading, scalping, day trading. But the fact is that you have to be, you have to know how the options move. So it's not simply that you're gonna trade the same price action of the stock. You're gonna base your trades on the stock price action, but of course how the option move will be different, time decay and other things. But definitely yes, if you wanna build your account or small caps or options, remember always to read the disclaimer. I mentor on these two. I had one trader 1 year that he brought a 3K account with his broker statements from IB to 60K, was Roman, okay? His name was Roman. I share a video and everything. And he did it on options. Other traders who made like, important figures, but had a bigger account. So it's very possible to build an account, but you have to be good. Generally, if you start, your first account, don't believe that in the first month you're going to make money. It will take months before you make money. Of course, there's always the exception. There's always a Messi and a Cristiano Ronaldo out there. But of course, you need practice. I would say between 3 and 6 months to learn very good how to trade. And then it depends on the skills. Who becomes good in 1 year, who takes 3 years. So it's a very competitive world. More question, traders? Feel free to reach out to DM my Discord, or you can simply write over here in the YouTube or in the Discord message, okay? But I exactly want to see this. This is what I want to see, okay? Murder City. Very proud of Noon. Very good, buddy. Proud of you. Yeah, bro. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Also news. Remember what we said about news? They had the gap fill. Okay. So in this case, we can look on Bookmap because I would like to share also over here on Bookmap. 215 in the meantime, Tesla. So look over here on news. Okay, so 3:30, 15:30 is 9:30. Okay, as you know, I'm based over here in Italy. Actually, you want to see where I am, traders? Today, I am over here, so you can follow me if you want. Then I'm over here. It's called the White City. Is in South Puglia. Was over here with my wife, so we stay in this villa. We rented this villa with 1 week. Not this villa over here, but we rented a villa in 1 week. And yeah, that's the car that we have, right? It's the best one. This is the program to go in the States. So click over here to go in the States, what you will have. And this is the beach, this is the city, this is results of my members. This is where we are, this is where we are. And yeah, I mean, this is the place, like very, very nice. Love to enjoy over here with family. I'm doing the job 25 years and small caps only the last 7 years. But it's just what I want to do in life and what I simply love. You can go also over here to read more stuff. I think is on where's bookmarks, messages, more should be over here. Bookmark, right? Communities. I don't know, but I thought we had bookmarks. Yeah, bookmarks. You can see also over here, like if you want some interesting stuff, like my tweets, my threads, okay, my plan for the day. I think this is pretty good. What I've been working on, traders in the past, so some good stuff. And they are divided over here. So this, for example, was becoming a trader, and what you need to become a trader. This was me, for example, as I said before, broke something from a bank. This was me, 2001, trading and made it a course in this firm. This is me registered from our government since 2001 as a professional day trader over here. So you can read some of my story. But you know, it was very fun over here to see these places that belong to my grandparent as youth. And this is the open gap fill, so you can see how Bookmap works. So this is 9:30. Right away, they have a breakout 9:30 over here, 9:31. You can see that it really stops and breaks down. So I don't want that you trade when it goes up, so avoid this. But when it goes down, and you can see over here the price 476, so we are around this place, right? And then you see liquidity over here, liquidity over here. When I say liquidity, it means like sellers. Sellers, that's your spot where to short. You can take the backside of the move. And then just look over here, completely meltdown, okay? Big sellers every single time. Big sellers over here. So I want to do this so traders can understand where we have the sellers, right? If anybody else trading news, also let me know. But that is, so you can see over here the sellers, and over here the sellers, okay? So this is sell, and this is sell. So don't show when it's grinding, don't show when it's grinding, boom. Backside of the move, you kill it. That's exactly what I do. That's exactly what my 6 and 7-figure traders do. Okay, so just do that. That is the backside of the news playbook. Okay, very, very nice. That good trade. So let's put back over here 1 second news, just to show you, see that it's the gap fill that we're looking pre-market. Then you can see over here fail. Let me put over here 1 second. I want to check 1 second also with two. Close this. I'm doing this from two monitors. I'm not used to trade, you know, like a portable station. Let's put over here news. Okay. And that's a liquidity trap. So yeah, pretty good. System gives a sell, gap and crap, liquidity trap, beautiful. That's very, very, that's a perfect setup. We'll love all the setup be like this. Love it. Anybody else traded this? Target is going to be 210, 205. So TP news 210, sharing bookmap of this. Okay, Tesla's going good. You made your paycheck good. Let's stay with this. And I don't care, you know, if now the stock will decide to reverse and go up. You already take your profit because by the rules, the entry over here is when we fail the open level, so around 45. Of course, if you have a better timing, if you see that, you know, big seller, you can enter before having a stop above. But I prefer over here to enter between 475 and 490s. First target where I like to trim is over here the J lines. And then we have over here this level around $3. This is where I like to trim off more. And then by rules, I like to hold it between a 30 and 50% for 2 and lower. Okay. Yeah, just to tell the traders for the first year, yeah, great salumi in in Saturday. Just to tell you the first years that I started to become a day trader, and actually was doing all myself. You know, do some courses in Milan at the Piazza Fari, which is like, you know, our stock exchange. I didn't have any free days. I didn't take any holidays. I was young and I had no money. I couldn't even afford the holidays. And I was studying day and night, day and night, day and night to develop, you know, what eventually became my life. Okay, let's continue over here to look at news. Still liquid over here, 350. You see it? Well, this is beautiful when it makes like that. This is beautiful. Again, can I add over here? No. You want to see pops into a VWAP or above, or this blue line, okay, that's the J lines or blue band. Otherwise, you cannot add over here. I mean, that is, they're gonna kill you. They're gonna kill you. And traders, really, I want to see you all in New York or Denver, with Bookmap is gonna be great. Really want to meet you, traders. Also, my wife is happy because there are going to be some lady female traders. That's beautiful. So I like to have also ladies with us. Okay, let's go back to Tesla. 218. Let's go back to Tesla. No, I I just over here a trader asked me, Jay, can I buy over here Tesla because you said that 215 is a support. It's true, it got to the 215 actually. It broke down to 1480, but nobody. I with this unwind, no. I personally, so I tell you what I like to do, no, because you don't have that certainty that it's gonna bounce, right? This could even like unwind more. So no, I personally, no. I personally don't like. But this is me. This is my strategy. Uh-huh. Okay. All right, there's so more questions. Like when you also. Okay, Morgan. Sorry, buddy. Let me check. Questions room. Let's see. Okay. Many times Bookmap does a great job showing buying, and in the queues today it shows buying as it just goes down. All right. Yeah, we cover this in the past, so let me put over here the queues for everybody and answer Morgan here the question. I get that there can be a good buying that is supported by price action and bad buying like a stuff, but I do not get a grinding down price move that is supported by buying. How do I avoid seeing the grinding down buying on Bookmap's strength? Okay, so remember, buddy, that we have in the market buyers and sellers. So when we go into support, especially specifically, and you see a lot of like green prints or green dots, like in this case, they could be buyers. So who actually is gonna trying to buy the dip, or they could be shorts. Let's say somebody shorted at 474 this morning. They are simply covering. So imagine that we have I'm just making some stupid numbers, okay? 70% short float. And the stock is going down. In this case, okay, we have the Qs, but the stock is going down. And imagine this went down 10%, like Tesla. And now everybody wants to cash in. What they're gonna do? They're gonna start like buying, but if these buyers will be smart, let's say smart money, they're gonna buy in pieces. So they're gonna buy while this is going down. They're not gonna buy all at once with all their buying power, all their shares, because then they will push the stock to reverse and push the upside, right? So while this is going down, they will take off and cover and cover and cover and cover and cover. But they will do in a way that you can see we have a push and then they will stop buying. So we have still sellers that are going to push down and then going to push. So that is the reason, or could be one of the reasons, why you will see all those green dot prints. Okay, think it in this way. Let me know if that makes sense, traders, or even others if you have questions. But yeah, the question is definitely, yeah, it's legit, it's very, very good. I want to zoom out over here on Tesla. Beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So remember one thing. When you have a big move to the downside, it could be earnings or bad news, don't try to short unless you see that rejection. Because sometimes they're gonna create a liquidity trap to the downside and then push it to the upside, and you're gonna remain stuck. I don't want that you do that, okay? So try always to buy if we have a dip in pushes, and try always to short, like in this case Tesla, if we have a breakdown and rejection, just like we did. Traders, anybody wants a Negroni? Over here, I'm preparing cocktails soon. Because soon we're gonna hold a little bit of time to the pool. Anybody wants a Negroni or a pina colada, let me know. Paul is asking, Jay, when you don't get to R, what's the best option? Wait until break even. If it's reversing very fast, get out right away. If not, yes. Somebody wants the beer, somebody wants the Negroni. Oh, so beautiful. But really, if you come over here in New York, Denver, of course, we're gonna have a great dinner. It's gonna be gonna be my guest. Actually, I'm gonna send the bill to Bookmap, so it's gonna be on their expenses. I'm kidding. Of course, we are all fit over here. I believe there's something that I have to say about the alcohol. So I have to say, no, it's all everything non-alcoholic over here because my wife is looking at me strange. Okay, getting back to Tesla. This is the higher low, and this is the high breakout. So if short, this is going to be the best trail for the moment, and then revisit over here for another short around 220, 221. Mike, I love the pina colada, especially it's like so exotic over here. It's like 40 degrees, 35 degrees. Yeah. Let's see, news 305. Boom. Boom, news. Boom. Boom. Such a beautiful stock, right? I mean, when it works, it's always a beautiful stock. When it works. 270. Incredible. Incredible. This is the second big target on news. News, second big TP, 5-minute J lines. All right, traders. So almost 10:30. Think we're done for the morning. So news is going down, Tesla is going down. We did our job. Two things over here that we can get from today. So gap down play, way too short if we have a rejection, like on Tesla. On gap ups in small cap land, sorry, don't start simply to short if the stock is SSR and the stock is high volume, way that extends, way that it is done, and then you can short it. Don't short simply front side. This will kill you. Okay? I'm referring to BBLG. I'm referring, for example, to VRMA. You have to wait for that extension. You have to wait for that big push. And then you wait for the backside. What is the backside? Simply a trendline break. Okay? There's a big difference, for example, in stocks that have a high volume on the float and stock that are not. All right, team. So thank you very much for following. Again, see you next week. For who wants to join New York and Denver, reach out to my bear. Also, if you want to trade with us every day in the room from 4 a.m. New York time till evening, then JTrader.co. Thank you, good luck, and reach out if you need help. Thank you.